I know most armies would do anything to attend a BTS concert since, aside from the fact that their shows are certified world class, attending concerts is one way of meeting and interacting with these lovely boys. And for those who are lucky enough to see and listen to them perform live, then good for you. Speaking of luck, there are armies who got super lucky because aside from being able to attend and see BTS do their thing on stage, they also had the privilege to be noticed by them. And since I'm very sure most of you missed the quote concert vibes, let's go back and see some of the moments when ARMY's beauty caught the attention of the boys. Let's get started. Okay, we all know that the chance of interacting with BTS is almost none, since the boys are just too popular and getting close to them is impossible. But this one fan didn't have to go through all the trouble because it was V who kept coming back to her. Yep, you heard it right. Taehyung was so mesmerized with this particular ARMY that he can't seem to take his eyes off her. During the concert, a fan shared that Tae kept walking back and forth in their section and even revealed that he was flirting with this particular fangirl. During the end of the concert, V walked back toward them and even held the fan's hands while looking at her very lovingly. He even flashed a finger heart in her direction. I don't even know how she didn't faint, but look at how V stared at her. I bet she's very pretty to get such attention from BTS. In case you are curious about what she looks like, then let me do the honors to introduce this lucky ARMY that got V all whipped. Well, isn't she very pretty? I'm sure other ARMYs are just as pretty as well. Moving on, let's talk about how a fan caught Jin's attention, but this time not because of her beauty, but because of her bra. This seems to be a little bizarre, but hear me out. Throwing things on stage is very common, especially in the Western music scene. Fans throwing their undergarments at their idols happens so much that some singers would even joke about it. But of course, not everyone would react that way. Jin particularly didn't seem very comfortable when a fan threw her bra at him during one of their concerts. This was during the Wings Tour 2017, and while the boys were going around waving and greeting ARMYs, a fan who thought it was the perfect timing to give her quote present to Jin went for it by throwing her bra at the eldest. Seems like the plan didn't work that well because Jin was seen not looking very impressed by the fan's move, since he literally gave her a death stare before walking away. Well, if it was me, I definitely feel very uncomfortable as well, not to mention how that garment went flying and hit Jin's head. So the lesson, don't try that again, okay ARMYs? Next up, it's not surprising that V loves seeing ARMYs every time they perform, but many didn't expect when he got shocked after seeing this particular fangirl during a concert. It's only natural that BTS would have a hard time remembering all their fans, especially when they have thousands of ARMYs around the world. But it seems like this one ARMY caught the attention of V that he was able to remember her and even talk to her during a concert. Taehyung was visibly surprised when he saw her, but was able to ask her a question saying, "Yesterday?" Turns out this fan also attended the concert the day before where V saw her first, and he was shocked to see also her present during the second day. A lot of fans found the interaction very cute and heartwarming, while some even said how adorable it was for V to remember his fan's face. This is actually not the first time BTS was able to recognize their fans, since the Golden Magnet also did the same. This happened during the Blood, Sweat, and Tears era when the boys held their usual fan sign events, where they meet fans and interact for a short time while getting their album signed. While the event was ongoing, a lucky fangirl was surprised when Jungkook revealed he remembered her from years ago. ARMYs who saw the interaction can't help but melt after seeing how Googie even held the fan's hand while smiling widely. And just like the precious Jungkook that he is, the idol even wrote a special message for her on her album to express his gratitude to this very dedicated fangirl of his. I bet she's very adorable for the Golden Magnet to remember her after so many years, and we can only wish to be recognized by the boys next time as well. Another fan sign moment was when Jimin gave an ARMY a crown and called her princess. I know ARMYs are aware that another perk of attending a fan sign event is that you can hand your gifts to the boys personally. Some fans would also use this opportunity to give adorable presents to BTS. This is exactly what happened when a fan named Monica Sahara brought a shining golden crown for Jimin, who didn't hesitate and wore it right away. What the fan didn't expect was when Jimin placed the other crown on her head and told her, quote, "You are a princess," while giving her the brightest smile in the world. You can actually see how Jimin looked at the fan so lovingly. Aren't we all dreaming of becoming their princesses as well? Next up, a fan once caught Suga's attention when she gave him her umbrella one rainy day. I know this sounds like it's straight out of a K-drama, but this fan was lucky enough to meet the rapper during a rainy day when she was out to buy makgeolli. The ARMY actually shared her story through a radio show where the boys were present as a guest, and you know what? Suga remembered her. And what's even amazing was the rapper revealed that he still has the umbrella stored somewhere in his studio. Ugh, I bet it would take my entire life just to get the chance of meeting any of them in the streets. Anyway, next we have J-Hope, who decided to give his favorite bag to an ARMY who left an impression on him during a concert. If you've been a fan for a while, you would recognize this cute tiny bag J-Hope would always wear during concerts. And one day, Hobie thought it would be a perfect gift to an ARMY. He even proceeded and described her specifically, which is very adorable of him to do so. Aside from being extremely pretty, which you'll see in a while, J-Hope mentioned that she was cheering so hard throughout the concert, so he knew that she very much deserved it. In the end, Hobie went down the stage and personally handed her the present. The lucky fan that got it shared she was still shocked even weeks after. She even shared that she cried a lot after receiving the gift, which is now one of the most precious possessions she has. Isn't that only very relatable to her? Finally, we have RM getting shy after having eye contact with a fan. RM is well known for being one of the baddest rappers today, and fans would agree that the leader is oozing with charisma whenever he is performing on stage. That is why many found it adorable that even RM gets all shy when a fan caught his eyes during a fan sign. In the clip, you can see how Namjoon was chewing adorably on a snack when he locked his eyes with a fan in the crowd. One would expect that the leader will react coolly, but RM wasn't able to hold eye contact and shyly looked away. Of course, ARMYs didn't waste their time and flooded the comment section with how adorable RM was and how lucky the fan was to be able to look RM straight in the eyes. It's undeniable that every ARMY would love to be recognized by the boys, and even though it's a tough dream to have, there's really no harm to keep dreaming, and I hope that you'll get your chance as well. And since I know ARMY is one of the prettiest fans as well, it'll be a surprise that your chance is nearer than you imagine. Would you love to interact with BTS too? Let us know in the comments down below and make sure to stay tuned for more. See you next time and bye!